What's good with everybody? What's good on today's topic, right? What are we? Was it Thursday, right? Thursday. You already know here in California, not a wet day today, but it's still a cold day. As a matter of fact, it started raining yesterday. I thought that we were still in the clear, but I guess not. Shit was pouring. Um, but today it looks like it's gonna be good. It's just cold as fuck, but other than that, we good. Not as cold as other places. I know other places be getting snow and all that kind of shit. So we don't get into that, but still be cold as a motherfucker. Trying to see what everybody's getting themselves into. What's on the topic for today in the world of YouTube, the chaotic, crazy world of YouTube. What's good, my boy? What's cracking? What you up to, carnal? You already know we right here. We chilling, literally, because it's fucking cold. I don't know why, man, but today feels like extra cold. I don't know why. I think today was the coldest day out of the week. But fuck it, at least it wasn't raining. Because yesterday it started raining again, bro. That shit was pouring, bro. Like around 7 or 8. I was like, God damn. Never get a break from that shit. What you getting yourself into, carnal? How's your day going? What you getting yourself into? I said work. The rain be making winter days even more colder. Serio, bro, it be blowing that fucking cold air from the mountains and shit. You know, I guess all that snow. Because you can see the fucking snow and shit on the mountains, and that shit just be blowing all that cold air. That shit's no joke. In the morning, bro, I'm like, fuck, bro. Should be cold as a motherfucker. Pinching windshield wipers, those frozen. What's good, Derek? What's cracking, homie? Yeah, I heard those jams that you told me about. I heard the Benzino. I heard both tracks. The Rap Elvis one, I was digging the beat. The beat was fire on that rola. He got down. You know what I mean? There was a few stumbles here and there, right? But other than that, it was legit, right? The second one I think was better, right? Which was I forgot the name of it, right? But I was digging the second jam more than the, like on the Rap Elvis, I dig that beat more than the other beat, but the other one I felt like, you know, he probably went a little bit more in, right? But at the end of the day, he went at Eminem, but I felt like, you know, I kind of feel like it's a little bit too late though, you feel me? Like it just took him so long to reply that it was just like, Pac or Biggie? Oh, Pac without a doubt, bro. Don't get me wrong. Biggie was talented. Biggie had, you know, flow to him, right? He had a bars, right? He could spit bars, right? He was more lyrically gifted than Tupac, right? Tupac's rap was more mainstream. Biggie's was more underground bar raw level. But I mean, coming from New York, I expect that from him, right? Because they have, you know, the dopest lyricists over there, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, the West Coast has their lyricists, but I felt like the East Coast, and when it comes to overall bars, they just come harder, right? These guys come more with rhythm. Like the West is more about rhythm and, you know, like gangster shit like that. You know, the East is more like you really have to listen to their raps and what they're saying, right? Like decipher the metaphors and really, you know, their shit really makes you think, you know, like you really gotta think, you know, when it comes to their music. While the West Coast is just on some shit that you could just be like fucking cruising to and not giving a fuck. Right? So Biggie, even though, you know, he had better bars, Tupac's vibe was just a better vibe than Biggie's vibe, you know? And plus, Biggie had more like love songs, right? He had more like, his songs were more like, you know, more mellow than Tupac's, right? And I really don't dig mellow in my music. I want like fucking just like some active shit on my shit, right? Like I don't really like to feel like Israel or Palestine. That's a hard one, bro. That's a hard one. And the only reason why I say it's a hard one is because the facts of the history of Palestine and Israel is so complex, right? Like when it comes to whose land is really that land, right? Because I mean, there's so many different stories and versions of the tales of what really happened, and especially if you talk to religious people, they'll forever say that it's Israel when I mean they're not 100% sure, right? But I mean, how about we say that it belongs to the Ottomans and we end it there. Because this argument started happening ever since the Ottoman Empire fell. Once the Ottoman Empire fell, and that land just became, free, like, everybody wanted to claim it for their own, bro. And you know what I mean? It's just like, I wasn't there back then to say like whose land it really is, right? Now why and the fact that religion is one of the main reasons of why we have this debate, right, between Israel and Palestine. The fact that religion is involved, I just don't see how you're gonna get these two people to be able to come to an understanding, bro. Because when it comes to religion, nobody's gonna wanna say that their word is the wrong word, right, or that they are the ones that are being misguided or whatever, right? So when we're dealing with religion, you're just not gonna get people to see it from your angle. You feel me? So I just feel like neither side is gonna give in because I mean they're raised to really believe these words and they're just not gonna give in though, right? Like it's crazy though, bro. It's crazy the destruction that religion could bring, right? Because I mean this is what this beef is about, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once the Ottoman Empire fell, yeah, it's crazy though, bro. But like I said, when we're dealing with religions, when religion is involved and it's a part of the problem, especially two different religions, I just don't really see how you're gonna get either side to come to the understanding, bro. Even though there's the word of God, and these people are supposed to be the saints of the world, right? Yet all this death and carnage for, I don't know, the good word of the Lord, I guess. I mean, it makes no sense, but I mean, whatever. I doubt God is giving you guys the permission to cause mass murders throughout the country, right? In behalf of his name. I really doubt that, bro. That's crazy how they could be reading, the good word, right? The holy word, right? And somehow think that it's okay for them to be going out there and killing people and shit like that. Like, how the fuck did you get this and turn it into this? Like, how did you turn this into this? Like, how does that even happen? Like, and like, how do you justify that? Like, how? Like, how do you justify it? Where does it say that you're allowed to murder? Show me that. Like, that is crazy though, bro. But I'm the misguided one. How do you feel about people say Nipsey was the greatest rapper of all time? I'm going to be honest with you, bro. And these are just my opinions, so before there's an uproar. I really didn't like Nipsey as a rapper. I really didn't think he was all that good. I rarely liked the Nipsey song. Maybe I only like 2 Nipsey songs, and I'm not hating on the individual. There's no hate in me, nothing like that, bro. Like I said, he has talent. He was gifted. He blew up. He was big. I get it. I understand. His music just wasn't for me. Like, I really didn't see what the big fuss was about. Like, like he would stumble, really wouldn't go on beat. Like I really just didn't see, and maybe it was just because of the, his street credibility, right? Or maybe because what he did for his community that people maybe, uplifted his music more, because of that reason. Right, but I really didn't see, like his music was all that great, though. Like there's probably only like 2 Nipsey songs that I like, and that's it. But I get it for the newer generation. I would see why they would see him as their, how could I say, as the greatest of all time, right? Because I mean that's who they grew up, bumping or whatever. Biggie most likely had player music. Wow, Tupac had gangster rap. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Biggie was more into like swag and flossing. Tupac was more on the. I could relate to Tupac's music, right? shit, I can relate more to Eazy's music, right? Eazy's music was a shit when he was saying rolling in a bucket and drinking out of a brown paper bag. Like, shit, can I get an amen? Nah. Shit, yeah, I can relate to that, bro. Rolling in a bucket, drinking out of a brown paper bag. Yeah, of course we can relate to that. Shit. That was day to day. And Tupac was revolutionary gangster. Same time. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Tupac was more into like his culture and pushing for change. And I mean, people could call it publicity, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I mean, that's what he was doing, though. He was standing on that, so I don't know. Poetry matters. Yeah, poetry does matter. Oh, peace out, bro. Religion goes with each other more than gangs. Yes, they do. If you really try, bro, if you grab a bunch of people for that from, and I like when people put that experiment to the test, right? There's a few videos, you can find them on YouTube, right? When they get people from like these different religions and they put them on in the same room, bro, those arguments get so heated, bro. These fools are like literally about to throw putazos, homie. Like they're literally about to throw fists, bro. And it's like, these are the holy people that go to church that I gotta emulate and idolize? Fuck, bro, they can't even agree right here. Look at them calling each other names and talking about let's go outside for that fade. Like that, bro. Sounds like we already emulating them. Why do you need to go? We already behaving like that, bro. And I'm speaking facts, bro. It's kind of like, I get also, like non-gang related people, right? Like you get like these, like Democrats, for example, right? Like can't you just stop the violence? Like there's pointless fighting between you guys that just come to the understanding. Can say something nice about the other side, make you feel better. Like, so what about them Trump supporters over there? Oh no, those fucking idiots. They're the worst. They're the scum of the planet. They should be eradicated. What? Weren't you just telling me right now that how, I shouldn't be thinking like that and behaving like that and saying those kind of things? No, but this is different, though. Have you not seen? Oh, like, these guys are scumbags. How could they be supporting a piece of shit like that? These guys they're making our planet worse. We should just get rid of them. Okay, I'll tell you what. The day that you can say something nice about them is the day that I can say something nice about my enemies. Right? Do we have an agreement? Let's shake on it. Let's The day you can fucking take your own advice is the day that I'll listen. So then, we keep it pushing. Easy. Easy is my favorite old school rap. Yeah, bro. Yeah, and people I get it. He wasn't writing his own raps, but still, though, his tracks were banging, though. Even despite whoever was writing it, whether it was MC Ren, Ice Cube, whether it was BG Knockout, whether it was Gangsta Dresta. But he was still spitting chingon, though. Shit, the motherfucking Real is one of my favorite tracks, bro. The motherfucking Real. Do you listen to Mexican rap like Adán Zapata? Or I listen to some Mexican rap like Duende, V Loco. No, what's that guy's name? V something Loco. I forgot his name. Him, Demonio. So there's some that I do listen to, right? That rap in puro español, right? They get down too. Especially because the Mexican rappers spit more fast tone, and I like fast tone type beats, right? Like they're more faster rappers, right? Because obviously the Mexican language could roll over off the tongue better than the English language, right? That's why it's a lot easier rapping faster in Spanish than it is to do it in English, right? But yeah, that's I like, in my personal opinion, when it comes to Chicano rap, like let's say Chicano rap in general, right? We can't even say rap in general. But anywho, excuse me. When it comes to Chicano rap in general, I can honestly say that Duende is one of the best of Chicano rap, like in skills. Like I feel like Duende is better than a lot of these people. I think Duende could probably be top 5 in Chicano rap. Top 5 in Chicano rap. Because he could do it in English and in Spanish, and he could do it in Spanglish, and he can adapt to different beats. He could go fast, he could go slow. He can do it all, bro. Like Duende is so talented and so gifted. I think people really underestimate him. Like I feel like he's very underrated. Like the guy has talent for days, bro. Like that individual literally has skills, and he's cool. I met him in person. You know, he's a cool dude. I met him at somebody's what was that shit called? When they're bringing out a CD and they're promoting it. The fucking ¿cómo se llama esa madre? CD release party or whatever the fuck. You know? Yeah, but he's a pretty solid dude. You know, because that day that we were there, I was there with some of the homies or whatever. We're, we're street people, bro. You already know we were young, so we started banging on fools. He's the only one that claimed this neighborhood. I'm not gonna put people out there, but a lot of them guys, really said nowhere. But he represented his, so the homies, he's with the business. Him and Jasper Loco were the ones that represented their barrios. You know. There was like about 4 dudes that said nowhere when, in their music, they're saying they're from places, right? But it is what it is. I didn't find that out until after, when I was hearing the actual music, and I'm like, wait, these fools said that they were nowhere, though. I don't know. And we hadn't started drinking yet, so I know I wasn't drunk. Tupac was also writing for Latino Loquito. Also, Tupac was very skillful. You know, his ability to be able to, phrase his words in poetry, rhyming motion, it was phenomenal. My favorite Chicano rap group would be Brownside. Yeah, Brownside. I would say Brownside and Clique got one for me. It's really hard. I don't know which one I would prefer. It's really hard. It really is that hard for me because Brownside, don't get me wrong, the nostalgia behind it. They were the first ones, pioneers, and Toker was Firme de toda madre. But when we're talking about skills, if we're talking about like sheer rapping skills, Clique One had better rapping skills, right? Like they were just able to, keep up with the beats better and just, come more lyrically, right? But Toker kept the gangster and real, right? So it's like, they both have their goods to it. For example, Wicked from Brownside is one of the best Chicano rappers there is. Facts. These are facts, bro. He's literally on the top. I don't even have to say that. Maybe he's top 5. He is legitimately top 5 when it comes to Chicano rap. When it comes to Chicano rap, the Wicked from Brownside is literally top 5, bro. The individual, could adapt to multiple beats. His overall, storytelling, his bars, his metaphors. The individual's guy. He's another, underrated person, right? Like Wicked literally is Brownside. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, Danger and Toker, but I literally would say that Wicked carried that group because he's the one that is in most of the song and is doing most of the rapping. It's him. He's doing most of the rapping in the rolas. In all the CDs, it's mostly Wicked. You'll get Toker here and there, slight verses, but that's because Toker was a rapper, But Wicked is like literally Brownside, bro. And Rich Garcia, bro, nobody sings like Rich Garcia. That guy has more people need to be fucking with Rich Garcia. That's a fact. People sleeping on Rich Garcia. My guy has skills. Illegals come to the USA out of ignorance and selfishness and hate on Americans. Okay, you're just trying to aggravate me. He was trying to push black men, bro. Yeah, we must thank Joe Biden for making Mexico great again by hating all Americans. Like, if you were really looking to aggravate, you had to you came too hard from the gates, bro. Like you kind of have to slowly, progress the conversation in order to pull people in. Because coming off the bat just like that, we already see your intentions and it's not gonna work. Have you ever listened to rappers in Mexico, Santa Fe Clan? It's a lefty. I think I have heard of them, right? But I wouldn't say I'm too familiar because I'm not even too sure, right? But I want to say that, yeah, though it rings a bell, right? but I'm not too sure, right? So I think I have though. I want to say I have though. What up from Philly? Shout out to Philly. Whoa, whoa. Know me buckwheat. You should listen to Mr. Legend from Fresno. Mr. Legend from Fresno. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a here. I'm gonna give it a here. That's one that I haven't heard. This is my first time hearing of him. Mr. Legend from Fresno. Huh? Shout out to the Fresno bullies. Woo woo. I would say, look, Mexicans come to the United States pursuing a better life, right? Like wanting to live the American dream, right? Because obviously in Mexico, I mean, there is no dream. I mean, the closest thing that you could get to a dream is like a light nightmare. A not so dark nightmare is probably like the closest thing you get to a dream in Mexico, right? So they come here pursuing that, right? I get it. You know, we can't house these people. I get it. We just can't, live like this, right? Like we can't just have open borders. I understand. I completely understand, right? But it's not like they're intentionally wanting to just fuck up America. Like they're not doing it because their goal is like, let's go to America to fuck it up. You get what I'm saying? Like that's not their intention, because like, one of the things that, for example, one of the things that got Donald Trump, boosted up high, and like I said, I'm not a Democrat or Republican, nothing. I don't fuck with politics, right? But what got, Donald Trump, being pushed out there and people, looking to seek to vote for him, right, is the ignorance of thinking that the problems that are happening in America is because of illegal immigrants, right? Because illegal immigrants, all the money that they, we put into giving them and stuff like that, right? But if you look at the population of Mexicans or even Latinos in the United States, even though you'll find a massive amount in like New York, Chicago, California, and Washington, Oregon, places like that, right? You'll find like a massive population of Latinos. When it comes to the overall percentage in the United States, it's a fucking small number, bro. It's like barely even relevant. We are I get it, because people see a bunch of raza and they think that, hell yeah, there's a lot of us. Bro, we are the minority still. We are a fragment of the United States. You know how many Americans there is, bro? We are so outnumbered by Americans, it's not even funny, bro. There's so many whites, Caucasians in America that it's not even close. You're not even close to getting anywhere near their numbers, bro. So we are just a small percentage here, right? So even though, and that's not all that percentage is, getting money from the government, right? So it's only a few. So the fact that you think that the economy and the shit that we're going through is because of these individuals, getting money by the government is ridiculous. You know what I mean? There's fucking like 50 states and you're only able to find raza like in fucking 5 of them. But see, they look to where to put the blame, right? Because they don't want to blame, the tax, because that they give these fucking big corporations and shit like that. They don't want to blame the people that finance their fucking campaigns and shit like that. So of course they're gonna look to throw the blame somewhere else. And what better way than, of course, you're gonna get everyone easy to jump on board when you're blaming someone that is non-American, right? And which is the one that's, the biggest group here that are non-Americans, the Hispanic, the raza. So, of course, it's going to be so easy for everyone to jump on board and blame the fucking raza for America's problems, right? But like I said, the United States has been doing this for so long, bro. At one point, it was the blacks. Then it was the Asians because of Pearl Harbor. Then it was the fucking Muslims. Then it was the Irish. Then it was the Italians. America's game of blaming everybody else but themselves, bro. It was the Italians, it's the Irish, it's the Asians, it's the blacks, it's the Muslims, it's the raza. Yes, it's always everybody else but yourselves. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, that's not even the point, though. But what gets, him, being like pushed up there, when he says like, oh, yeah, we gotta build these walls, get these Hispanics out there because they brought their gangs over here. They didn't bring no gangs over here. What are you talking about? Gangs were created here in America because the people were oppressed by you guys, because you guys didn't know how to behave, because they couldn't call the cops because the cops were in on it. Most of the cops back then used to be part of clan members and clan groups that would actually get all these people together to go and beat these people up. You couldn't call law enforcement. They had to band together and police their own neighborhoods. You guys created the gangs. MS didn't come from El Salvador. MS was created here by the oppression. Then you guys deported them and spread it over there. It was you guys. It wasn't them. They didn't come and bring that shit over here. Fucking goofies. But he doesn't say none of that. Say that MS was started here in Los Angeles. Say the truth. Don't say that they fucking brought their gangs over here. Say the fucking truth. That shit was created here, bro. Ignorance, bro. Ignorance at its finest. But of course, they're not going to fucking look into any of this shit. They're not going to even bother to verify what the piece of shit is saying, because they're just wanting to blame, like, man, why is my paycheck coming so short? Like, let me just fucking blame somebody else, right? Blame these fucking your big CEOs for not wanting to take a pay cut and not wanting to pay you what you rightfully deserve. Blame them, bro. Blame him because he wants to have 7 houses that he can't pay you what you rightfully deserve. Blame his wages. This shit's ridiculous. Like, bro, you really think fucking small percentages really was destroying America? It's crazy. Payaso is one of my most favorite Chicano rappers. Oh, okay, the one from Seattle, no? I saw you play WWE games. That's me. Yeah, for sure. I'm down. Yeah, I like wrestling, bro. Yeah, I like wrestling. I dig it. Yeah, I've been playing the 2K24? 23? 24? No, 23. 23. 23, right? 24 is the new one, right? So it's 23. I didn't even think about that, High Power versus Mad Fuck. If people only knew the life of people in Mexico, they would understand why they chose to race. Yeah, bro, like they're literally, bro, I mean, you're not putting your safety at risk, right? And losing your life, right? Because, potentially anything could happen coming to America, right? Like you literally dying on the way or being double crossed by the coyotes or whatever the fuck, right? But people take the risk, bro, because they're looking to escape the chaos, bro. And I get it. We can't just like, let everyone in and stuff like that. I completely understand, bro. I understand there's a middle ground, right? There has to be a middle ground. It's just that people either want it their way or the highway. You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to come to an understanding, bro. Because, I mean, America can't even say that, that this country wasn't founded on fucking, people from different parts, different countries. Where were the founding fathers from? And don't say America, because I hate when, and yes, I have had individuals tell me that the founding fathers, like, what are you talking about? The founding fathers were American. They said that George Washington was American, bro. How the fuck was he American if America hasn't been created yet? There was no America. How was he American? I have had people tell me this kind of shit. And these are people that are diehard patriots. You know nothing about your fucking country, bro. How you gonna fucking say that George Washington was America? There was no America. How was he American, you cocksucker? Ladies and gentlemen, the world we live in. And I'm not even lying, bro. I have had people tell me that our founding fathers were Americans, my guy. How, if America hadn't existed yet, is beyond me, but... Like, how were they born? How were they born before they actually established America? In order to be born Americans? Like, he was fighting for the other army, right? Like, he was already there. He was already, older cat. Oh, okay. No, he was born here in America. That's why he was the first president. Okay, my guy, whatever you guys say. He was born in America. George Washington was born in America. This is what people actually really believe. It's almost sad. And these are the people that saying that I need to go back to my country even though I was born here, right? And even though I know more about America than they do, I know nothing of this country, apparently. I've literally gotten into so many debates and I've had so many arguments with people that have told me this, bro. And not just one and two, but several, bro. And I'm just like, at first I'm thinking like, man, bro, you got to be fucking around right now, right? Like, you're playing, right? Like, you actually know the real history, right? And no, bro, they literally believe this. And I'm just like, wow, okay. Interesting. But hey, Trust says that MS-13 came from El Salvador. It was born in LA. Yeah, he said it literally came from El Salvador. They brought MS over here. Like, look, if Donald Trump was to go on there and actually spit fucking facts and stuff like that, bro, I would say, hey, you can't hate on the individual. He's speaking facts. But the fact that he comes and lies, bro, is just like, bro, I'm not even trying to hate on the guy, but at the same time, I can't let lies just fucking slide by, bro. Like, if he was to come and spit some truth, bro, then I wouldn't say shit, bro. But if you're telling lies, then we just can't have that, bro. We just cannot have that. But then again, when people tell me like why, like I said, fuck Biden and fuck, Trump, I hate them both the same. But when we're talking about Donald Trump, right? When people tell me like, well, why do I think he's not fit for president? The man, when said that a hurricane had hit a certain state, which it didn't, he drew it with a Sharpie, bro. He drew it with a Sharpie, bro, in order to be proven right, bro. He couldn't admit that the statement he said was wrong, which is perfectly fine. We all make mistakes. It's not a big deal, bro. This is not even a big deal. But the fact that you fucking grabbed the Sharpie and drew it on the map just to prove that you're right when you were fucking wrong, right, is just a person that's just not fit for presidency, bro. Like, look at this, bro. He can't even admit that he was wrong about, this statement, bro. Which is not even a big deal, like I said. Oh, I made a mistake. Fine. Hey, people can't. Hey, we all make mistakes. It happens. People can't clown on him for that. We all make mistakes. But the fact that you're not even able to admit that, bro, yeah, you're just like, this is like ridiculous, bro. Like, how could they want this man in office? When he even has to lie about something as small as this, imagine when it's a bigger problem, bro. Where he fucks up, yeah, good luck. You know what I mean? Like, that's the facts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my break's up. We out.